Now that you're ready to collect assignments, you need to be able to deliver the form to your students. You can get the form to your students in either the spreadsheet view or in edit form view. If you're in your spreadsheet view, you can choose send form. This will give you the option to send the form. In this case, I'll send it to Amalika at, I'll send it to myself so I can show you what it looks like. And I'll even include the form in the email. So I click on send. The other thing I can do is in edit view. If I'm already in edit view, you have the option to click on email the form there. So you can do it from either view. Now I'm going to go ahead and minimize this and go to my mail. And let's say I'm the student. And it says, here's your form, assignment collector. And oh, that's my notification. Apologies. I sent it to myself, remember, but I'm also the owner, so you get a notification that you sent it out. Let's see here. Here's how it looks to a student. So they can click on the link and go to the form, but they can fill it out here. So I'll do that again. Stark, Mr. Make another assignment, presentation, and then what block am I in? A. I need to go to the form. So let's say this was my document. I'm sorry, to the document. Control C. I'm going to copy the URL. And then I'm going to go back to my mail and I'm going to paste it in. And this is what I do with students often. If you don't have a web page or you don't have a regular place to post the form and you can email them, it's a great way to get the form to them. And then they hit submit right in the email. And then it will bring them to this page that says your username is being collected. Do you want to submit your response? And they say yes. And then if I go back, you can see that I've entered the form here. The other way that you can post is you can actually embed the form on a website. So let's go to edit form view and see how I can click on more actions and get embed code. So this says paste this into your blog or website. So if you have a blog or website that you post homework to and things, you can Control C, you can copy the code, and then you can go to your web page. Here I'm using a Google site, and let's say I want to paste it, embed it here. I can embed it a few ways. With a Google site, I click on Edit Page. If you're using a different website, you have to get to the HTML editor. Google Sites also has an HTML editor. So I can click on here and I can Control V, I can paste the HTML code in and update it. Now in Edit View, it just looks like this, a gadget. I click on Save and the form is embedded in my site. Maybe you don't want it to take up that much room. Maybe you want your form to be just linked on your site. So go to the actual form itself, Control C to copy. Go back to your website. If you're using Google Sites, you go to Edit View, and then you can highlight or however you want it, put a web link in, and Control V to paste the URL. I choose Open in a New Window. It'll open in a new tab on Chrome and Firefox. And then voila, I click on Save, and I have the form embedded or linked, which will open in a new tab. So those are a few ways that you can get your form out to your students. And you might be asking this question now. So how do I get a Google site? Well, if you're in your mail or Drive, you'll see sites up here. If you click on sites, you can literally make a site. You can see my Mr. Stark site is right here. You can click on create and you can just make a blank template and you can call it teacher page, your name. I would pick a naming convention like last name Stark and then Tech Ed. So it's going to be Stark Tech Ed is going to be my link. And then I just click on create. Now it's as simple as that. You have options to choose a theme or a template, but let's just say you start here. You have a website now. You can link it from your school page. You can give the kids the link. You can shorten the URL by using a URL shortener and give them a tiny URL to remember. But now you have a site that you can add links to or embed things on, and you can learn more about customizing sites later. So that's how you get your survey out to your students, by either emailing it to them or linking it on a web page.